First, I'm going to draw a circle. This will be as big as you want your flower to be. This will act as its base. And then inside the circle, I start to draw a cone. This cone shape is going to represent what I think is called a receptacle. This is the part of the flower that meets the stem. So now from the point of the cone, we're going to draw the stem, and this will lead into the next flower. Keep in mind that this flower is at a different angle than the first one, because the first one is at a side angle, while this one is straight forward. Now you're going to continue the stem, and this will lead towards the last flower. Now you're going to add a base to the cone, and this will help as a guide for where the petals are coming from. The petals should curl over the cone, so it's okay if it's slightly covered. This next petal will be slightly different because we're not going to be able to see the point at the end of it. It's kind of folded out of our view, so it's going to have more of a blunt back part to it. Since the second flower is from the front view, you can sketch the center to help guide you to find where all of the petals are sprouting from. The process for creating the petals should be about the same. They're going to mirror the same shapes, it's just that we're going to see them from a different angle. Remember that the petals facing away from the viewer are going to have a blunt end to them that's more rounded out because we can't see the point at the end of the petal. Now I'm going to finish off this stem, and this part of the stem will have a leaf coming from it. It's going to spill over the side, and it's going to curve over itself. Now you can go back in and erase the sketch lines and clean up the line art. Now you're going to start adding value to the petals of the flower by hatching at the base, the beginning of the petal, and then hatching at the points or the end of the petals, because these parts will be the darkest. As the hatching gets closer to the center, the lines will get lighter. So after that clip, I went back in with a blending stump, and I blended it in at the center to give it more of a gradient look. If you don't have a blending stump, then you could just use your finger instead. Once you're done blending with the blending stump or your finger, you can go back in and define the darkest points of the petals with hatching. Now we're going to start to draw what I think is called the filament of the flower. It's basically just a line that's slightly curved. And then at the top of the filament, I don't know what it's called, you're going to like draw like an oval shape almost. The process of adding value to the receptacle is about the same as the petals. It's going to be darker where the petals are curling over it and at the base where it leads towards the stem. Now repeat the same processes with all of the flowers and your drawing will be done.